there. Overall, I think we will be making some positive ROI. It wouldn't be stellar. And much to my surprise, I moved to the US in 2002. I did not expect to move to the US. I always thought I'd end up doing my PhD in France, better wine. And then I'm joining a startup company, one of our portfolio companies based here in the area in Silver Spring. And I crossed the lines to the dark side. I was doing business, market development, product management, no more technology, no more pure R&D per se. Just in time for the telecom bust. What an experience. Couple of years later, found myself on the streets, looking for a job, and started looking around, seeing what's out there. Joined AOL. I hope you all have heard of us, small ISP from Northern Virginia. And I was doing product management in AOL, safety and security. Almost my precise topic in Weizmann, not at all. So my physics degree did not help me with that. But in a sense, you realize that if you are capable and willing to do beyond the part of the Israeli DNA that I'm here elaborated on, then there's some real benefits for us. Parallel to that, I decided that 3 degrees is not enough. I'm pursuing a 4th degree. And I'm about to graduate in a couple of months for another MBA program in Philadelphia. So overall, this is sort of an interesting story. I did not plan on leaving the country, and I have no idea when I will return. I'm not saying if, but when I will return to the country. But I am one of those 750,000 Israelis that are counted in those statistics. I am one of those folks that left the country, one of the brain drain, one of the doctors, 3.9%, whatever the numbers are that are out. So the real question is, what is really happening out there? Now, Benjamin Disraeli stated very clearly there are 3 kinds of lies. There are lies, damn lies, and statistics. So I would not really put lots of trust in those statistics. I actually contacted the Israeli Central Bureau of Statistics asking for information. For those of you who can understand Hebrew, basically what it says, we have no clue. Go ahead and Google it. Right. I'm with AOL, right? We have a whole search product, right? But regardless, no one really knows what the situation is like. And so I did Google it. That's where I got all the numbers from. And when Professor Carmel and I talked about the issue, we started thinking, and Ron introduced me to the concept of recirculation, which is a very polite way of saying, yeah, people in the country for more than just 1 year and then end up returning. So all postdocs live for at least 2 years. Anyone that's been in the academia knows that you need to do a postdoc for a substantial amount of time outside Israel to be able to gain some real experience and then be able to return to Israel. Most of the Israeli settlement in Rockville are basically people that are doing their postdoc at the NIH, one of the most renowned research institutes in the world, which is quite amazing. You have a couple of thousand Israelis there, that's my estimate, probably 67% of which are MDs or PhDs. Really interesting, you get all those PhDs when you're doing the mangal, and it's really fun. Professors, sabbaticals, some of them take more than just 1 year, right? I mean, it's a good life, you get double pay. Why stay just for 12 months or less? High-tech tools, if I may borrow the military terms, you don't do just a tour for 10 months. If you are actually relocated, like I was, to the US, you stay in that specific position, location, office for a couple years. This is sort of the regular term that people pursue. Some would stay longer, 3-4 years. Many would return eventually. And some leave and return only after 5 or 10 years. Ori, an extremely accomplished executive, spent, 10, 11 years here at the 11 at the settlement here in Rockville, and ended up returning to Israel to lead one of the most successful multinational companies out of Israel, is also responsible for my paycheck. So there's more to the story than the numbers tell. Obviously, the optimistic scenario. That's sort of the way I like to think of things. So you leave Israel for several years. You grow personally. You learn a lot. That much I can attest. You really get exposed to new cultures, new ways of doing business. Amir can also attest to that, living in New York for a while now. Career-wise, you evolve education, credits, work experience, culture exposure. There's some financial gain. The pay is somewhat better here than in Tel Aviv. And then you return to Israel, and you either run a global operation like Ori is doing, or you lead a research initiative out of Israel. You will get your own lab at the university, if you're lucky, and you end up promoting and benefiting. And Israel benefits out of folks like me, and Ori, and Amir, and other folks that support, that have grown and always consider Israel to be their home, and always support, and will always support Israel, and will take care of the growth in Israel. And that's really is a critical element, at least in my mind, of the benefit that we gain from all the expats that leave Israel, that grow and then return to support Israel. And this is a provocative question, provocative Israelis. Is this a new form of Zionism? Well, people actually leave Israel. This is sort of the Yerida Letzorech Aliyah. You leave Israel, you leave the Holy Land, you step down from all this holiness, and get educated, get more experience, learn to do more in order to go back, step up to Aliyah, and be able to really contribute and really support Israel, our homeland. MapQuest is the NAO service.